Hello and welcome to the School Home Connection. I'm Nathan, and today we're going to talk about how we can be good role models for children through the power of modeling. Children come into this world knowing nothing. They learn through their observations, interactions, and experiences. And modeling is how we teach children through their observations. Modeling allows for children to see how the world works through other people interacting with it. This could be small things like whether a door is push or pull, all the way to bigger things like the impact of showing kindness to another person. Children see it and they learn from it. So much so that much of the time when they learn something new, what they're doing is just copying what they see the other person doing. Now, this isn't unique to children. Even as adults, I'm sure you can think of a time in the past year where you played a little bit of follow the leader with something new you learned. I know I have, and I'm still terrible at wrapping gifts. Today, I'm going to give you 3 pointers of how you can maximize the power of modeling. Tip number 1 is that there is no one right way to model. Sure, there are lots of wrong ways to model. Things like not showing how something works, or modeling bad behaviors like disrespect or irresponsibility, or even not practicing what you preach. But to say that there is one right way for modeling would be irresponsible of me to say. At the core, there are a lot of similarities in how we should model. But everyone is going to have different priorities, different beliefs, and different values. For example, at school, I love to model humor for my students and show them that there's a lot of things in life that we just shouldn't take too seriously. But those things in life that I don't take seriously might be something that another person holds in high value, and it wouldn't be a laughing matter for them. And that's okay. It's okay to have these differences, so model the things that you hold valuable. With that being said, understand that your child is an individual with their own choices. They do not have to hold value in everything that you find valuable. This could be trivial things like my example about humor earlier, to not so trivial things like political ideologies, religious beliefs, sexual orientation, and even many cultural norms. This leads to tip number 2, and this one might be a spicy one for some.
Kansas.
But it's the idea that there are only a few hills worth dying on. Meaning that there are only certain core values that you need to make sure your child adheres to. Now you might want to brace yourself here.
Brace yourself, SpongeBob.
Because political ideologies, religious beliefs, sexual orientation, and even many cultural norms are not hills worth dying on. Do not jeopardize having a positive relationship with your child by holding on to the idea that your child has to think the same way as you in regards to these things. There are only a few core values that we must absolutely model and expect children to practice. These are things like showing kindness to others, desiring to better ourselves, and ensuring that what we do doesn't harm others. If your child is practicing these core values, but maybe they have Republican ideologies while you have Democratic ones, don't demonize them for having these views. Instead, model that core value of showing kindness to others by showing that it's okay for us to have differing opinions. In fact, model that it's healthy for us to have conversations from different points of view. Yes, it might be sad that your child does not hold the same beliefs, priorities, or values that you do. But as long as your child holds true to good morals and upholds decency for all humans, consider that a smashing success.
That was smashing.
And tip number 3 is that modeling is just the beginning. While modeling is very important because it allows your child to learn through their observations, it's also important to have time for your child to interact with and experience things. In schools, it's considered best practice to follow an I do, we do, you do model. That means first, I will do it and model it and show it for you. Then second, we will do it together. And then finally, you will go off and do it on your own. So whatever it is that you are modeling for your child, whether it's showing kindness to others, cheering on your favorite sports team, or showing how to wrap a gift, thanks mom, make sure that you model first that I do, and then have a time for you to discuss and do together that we do. And then finally, give your child opportunities for that independent practice that you do. The way I like to think about it is that you could watch a tutorial online 1,000 times about how to solve a Rubik's Cube. but you'll never understand how to actually do it unless you get to actually have that Rubik's Cube in your hand to practice with. Now for a personal goal to help make sure you're staying on track as you model things for your child. And that goal today is to be reflective of yourself. As a teacher, I'm a role model for my students, and as parents, you are role models for your children. It's our duty to consistently reflect on who we want to be, not only for ourselves, but also for our children. We have to routinely ask ourselves many questions. Questions like, am I the person I want my child to look up to? Are my actions reflective of that? And what can I do to become a better person that not only I am proud of, but also that my children are proud of? So ensure that you are routinely reflecting on who you are as a person and a parent. And I understand life can be incredibly busy. So look for small, quiet moments where you can reflect on your actions and words of that day. This could be when you're in the shower, after the kids go to bed, or if you're like me, when you go for a walk with the dog. When you look to better yourself, it will help your child to do the same. Modeling is one of the most impactful ways that you can support your child. Remember to model in a way that works for you and your child. Hold strong to those core values. Be willing to let other values slide, and know that modeling is just the beginning of how children learn. Thank you so much for watching this School Home Connection video. If you found this video helpful, it would help me out a lot to leave a like below. Make sure to subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all School Home Connection videos that come out every single week. And if you have a question about this video or an idea for a future topic for me to discuss, make sure to leave it in the comments. I'm going to read and reply to every single comment. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great day. Keep learning, keep growing. Bye.